fashion bitch, bring your cables or your lace. Come join us for Alpaca Face.
Hey everybody.
Hello. Welcome back.
We traded sides today.
Did we? Oh yeah, I guess we did.
Yeah, we did. Because usually I'm over there.
Yep.
Yeah, we're having a crazy day.
Yes. Titus is joining us today. He might
Where's
pop in and
Titus?
out. He's a very good boy. He's having an adventure in a new space.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, Lauren, what are you working on?
I am working on Alicia Plummer's new test knit, the Plenilune Tea. So Plenilune means full moon.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it's a very cool name. And it's in Fua Fua, which is my latest obsession. It's amazing. It's 70% brushed cashmere and 30% merino wool. It is lovely. It's from Moondrake Co. Highly, highly recommend. It is so soft and squishable. And it's this just gorgeous little halo from the brushed cashmere. It's lovely. So highly recommend. I got it in the Fairy Godmother colorway.
Yeah, it's so pretty.
It's lovely.
It's like an Easter egg.
Lavendery kind of purple. It's
So
happy.
we were just discussing and looking at facts before starting because, well, we're trying to be organized. So if you compare the Fua Fua to Magpie Fibers Plume, I think Plume is a little softer. It is 75% cashmere with 25% silk versus the 70% with 30% merino. But Fua Fua seems to be dyed a little more consistently.
Mm-hmm.
I made the Cumulus sweater.
Yes. So pretty.
It is so pretty and it's so squishy soft. But it's got kind of like a stripe to it because I didn't treat it like hand dye. And I just like knit. And then,
from each skein.
Yeah, so it kind of striped up a little bit weird, which isn't my favorite, but it's really soft.
And it's still pretty.
Yeah, they also don't have black. And then Fua Fua right now has like all their summer colors, so it's a lot of brights, a lot of pastels. Not so many in the jewel tones right now.
Mm-hmm.
But that being said, our friend Kirsten and I just ordered a bunch of their, not slate, the charcoal color. No, I can't remember the name of the color. Because we ordered enough. I'm going to make a sweater.
Mm-hmm.
And Kirsten is going to use hers for a shawl. But I'm going to make this one. The Fungus Slip-Over V-Neck by Refined Knitwear. She's got a bunch of fungus patterns. So It's like got a nice texture, but it's like the
moss stitch kind of base.
Yeah, and they're just like a big square. This one's sleeveless. She's got a couple that have sleeves. One I sent you the other day, instead of the V-neck, it's got a high collar. Mm-hmm. And I think in the Fua Fua for winter, that would be
lovely.
Just yummy. So I'm going to try it first with the short sleeve V-neck and then decide how much I would like to invest in a long sleeve wintry one.
Yeah. Because at $42 a skein, it gets a little pricey.
Right.
It's, 315 yards, so it's not a bad deal, but it's
right. But I think
steep.
I need
definitely a luxury yarn.
I think we figured I need 4 or 5 for my size in this one, which has a lot of positive ease. If I do the higher neck and sleeves, it'll take more than that, assuming I don't have to hold it double.
Mm-hmm.
If I have to hold it double, that's going to be a lot.
It's a very steep investment.
But it's really soft, so
yeah.
I'm kind of thinking I wouldn't need to wear a shirt underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be so cute over leggings.
Yes.
And look so chic.
Yes.
But I probably want black or dark, because that's just me. Mm-hmm. Even though it's got texture, and everybody's going to be like, why did you knit black with texture? And no,
because it's pretty and it's soft and shut up.
Yeah. So, because that's what I do. Yes. I'm a little crazy.
Because that's just who you are as a person.
Yeah. So that's by Refined Knitwear.
I love their patterns.
I really do too. They're so cute. So, I don't know. I'm excited. So that's like my next thing that I've put into my queue that
Mm-hmm.
I've got too many things in my queue.
Yes. Same.
There's also a test knit that I sent you this morning that I'm seriously considering signing up for.
Very pretty.
It's really cute.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
So it's Jane Richmond, her Fireside, and it's bulky weight, and I'm like, oh,
it's so pretty.
it would be really cute. And with the right yarn, it would be so squishy and comfortable, and with that nice big cowly neck. That one though, it's negative ease, which isn't really my favorite. Like I kind of
like a positive, kind of flowy.
Yeah. So, but it's really tempting. But I have too many projects.
I don't know. I'm looking at that fit, and it doesn't look like it's that much negative ease.
Because like it's so tiny.
Well, I know, but
right. And I didn't look at anybody's pictures from before because she had the pattern out before, and now she's adding the inclusive sizing.
Oh, okay.
So the test knit is just for the sizes 50 inches to 62 inches.
I gotcha.
Which is also why I thought like it'd be kind of perfect for us if we wanted to. So
yeah.
Thinking about it. Oh, that was the other thing I was thinking that we could totally talk about is doing test knits, right? Because you're doing a test knit. This is a test knit. I finished my Galax test knit. Well, finished. Still haven't done my I-cord bind off. But I want to make another one of those too before summer's over. Mm-hmm. And I was looking at someone's today. She did it full length. Mm-hmm. God, it's so cute.
Yes, I think I've seen a couple pictures from that because that's one that I want to make as soon as that pattern drops. So
right. Well, and that's just it. And the one that I was looking at today, because most people, it starts with 6 repeats, and most of them that I've seen have only done like 6 or 7, and I did 7. This girl, I think she did like 12. Look at how freaking cute that is.
Yes, that's super, super cute.
It is super cute. And I'm like, oh, now I want one to wear with pants. So Dead Knit Society, way to go. It's so gorgeous.
Yes. Well, I think that's something you need to realize about when you're test knitting is like you have some ability to be creative and adaptable as long as you're not afraid to talk with the designer about it.
Right.
And I think that, you know, is a credit to the designer that someone was like comfortable enough to say, hey, I want to change this design a little bit and I want to make it fit me a little bit better.
Well, and communicating that, right? Because that's part of having inclusive sizing.
Not everyone wants to show off their belly.
Well, and not even just their belly. Like, Andrea Gone is tiny. Like, she's this tiny, cute little person who's not even necessarily wearing a bra underneath hers. And a lot of people, as we were knitting it, we were like, the 6 repeats barely cover the length this way.
Right.
To like go under our bra. And I added 1 repeat and it blocked out a little bit longer, and I think it's totally good. And I love it with my skirt because my skirt comes up a little higher. And I've got a skirt in a different color, so I was thinking about making the second one to go with my other skirt. But then seeing it with jeans, like, it's really cute having it be full length.
Yep.
And I think it's great for the designer to hear that and know that, like, yeah, it's great that everybody's making cropped everything right now, but
yeah, there's a call for full length garments as well, and that is also fine. And especially for if you're a fat test knitter, it's like, I don't really want my, you know, my boobs going all over the place and my tummy hanging out, and
they go everywhere.
Well, I mean, yes, but you know, a lot of times you have to kind of consider that with a cropped anything of okay, that doesn't quite cover the girls with that, and I don't necessarily want my whole big old bee belly hanging out, and that's fine. Like, it's just a level of comfort that you need to be able to express.
Right.
Like, this is a gorgeous pattern and I love it, but
well, and I also just like, I love it because with test knitting, I think it's amazing that we do have a say in some of that.
Well, and that I think the designer needs to hear that too.
Right.
I know the one that I'm working on now, the charts were like super confusing, and where do we start for this side and which side is which? Because this one starts by knitting flat, and then we have to join it in the round later. So like the charts were a little confusing because it's like this side, and then in the same chart the other side, and then like which side you have to start from different sides depending on if you're on a wrong side or a right side.
Okay.
And so Alicia was like, "What if I color code? If I say like start at the green dot and go to the yellow dot on the right side," and I was like, that is going to help a ton. And so she made that adjustment in her charts, and it has made life a lot easier for us. So yeah, it's difficult to design a chart, which I understand. I mean, I don't understand it on a personal level because I'm not necessarily a designer, but
and you guys have to see this. So Lauren's got her chart on her tablet and is working as we're sitting here.
Yeah.
So, we can talk about that.
Yes.
Later too.
But yeah, it's been really great, and you kind of have to not be afraid to be a dumbass when you're working on a test knit too. Like, I have a very stupid question. I'm struggling with this.
Right. Well, right, because that's part of what it's for too. Is it written in a way that people are going to understand?
Yeah. On my last one, the tank that I wore last week, from Hook Mountain Handmade Jovi, I was like, I think this might help make it idiot proof. It's me. Hi, I'm the idiot that you need to proof this for.
Yes. Exactly.
Yes, that's kind of exactly what I need. I need idiot proofed things. Because sometimes I make stupid mistakes. On this one, I was watching too much Waco, the aftermath on Showtime, and forgot which row I was on. So I was like, shit, I needed to purl a whole bunch there, and I didn't. So
right. So bad.
I need idiot proofing.
Yeah, I watch TV with my husband while I'm knitting, and it's like, it's dark in here, and I can't see. And so then it's like I have to find where I put my little neck light so that I can knit. I'm just like, ugh. And he's like, do you want to come hang out with me and watch stuff? No.
I'm knitting. I'm working on a thing. Yes.
Finally sitting down in my own space. But anyway. Yeah, so I was going to just kind of run through, like, if we did this. So Instagram is where a lot of people post looking for test knitters. And then you fill out an application. So there's a nice little application. You fill in your name, your email, how did you hear about the test, provide your Ravelry name. Like, they kind of go and check out to make sure that they're not picking someone who doesn't actually knit or whatever. And then you pick what size you would like to knit. And this one says, if multiple, list in order of preference. And then what yarn you plan to use. I think that you can kind of change, like, because if they give you the yardage and the gauge, and you're like, oh yeah, well, this one that I have is bulky and it's similar to what she had mentioned, but I don't have quite enough, or whatever. You can kind of change that and let them know. And then kind of, it seems like the new thing is then they create a Slack group. So Slack is a different app, which is for messaging.
And that all depends on the designer too, because I've had, I think Laura Nelkin's test knit was done in Slack. Alicia Plummer's, the one that I'm doing now, has been done all on Ravelry forums. And Jovi's was all on Discord. So that will just depend on which platform the designer prefers to do kind of the group messaging thing on. And Maxim Sears actually was just like through email. If you had a question, you just emailed and then posted on like your Ravelry page.
So like this one in Slack, there's a thread people can post, and then they can put comments, pictures. Andrea reads them and comments in on things, or if there's questions or whatever there. So you can kind of follow along with everybody else, which I thought was really like helpful and fun, like seeing how everybody else's was going. They talk about what yarns they're using. Yeah, so I found it really easy, to download Slack and stuff. I think
I will say the one I like least is the Ravelry forum because it's kind of a pain in the ass to figure out like how to reply.
How to find it. Okay.
Like the mobile view especially, I feel like the website view is a little easier, but the mobile view, like I didn't even notice the tools that say, hey, you can reply to just the thread instead of like replying to a post, because replying to a post is really easy because you just hit the reply button, but there's not like a right there, they don't have like a little box that you just fill out at the bottom, you know, of the thread to type whatever is new if you don't want to reply to a specific post. You have to kind of hunt for their tools in their forums. So that is the one I have liked the least.
Yeah.
But it is the same concept where you can attach your pictures and you can, you know, just kind of talk to each other. It's like a little community, which is just fun.
Yeah.
So.
And it's like the benefit of it to yourself versus the benefit, you know, just to the designer and having better patterns. You get the pattern for free. Mm-hmm. You get to knit it before anybody else does, which is, you know, kind of exciting for those of us who are just complete nerds.
Sometimes you get a discount code on the yarn that, like, if they're doing a collaboration with that particular yarn. I got a 10% discount on my Fua Fua because the owner was like, I will offer that for this test knit, which was delightful. So,
yeah. You know, I wish I had a 10% discount on my Fua Fua.
Alas. But yeah, you know, and I only needed 3 skeins for this, so I didn't like take advantage of that discount because I am a decent person and don't want to bankrupt this lovely company that makes such beautiful yarn.
Do we know where Moondrake?
I think Oklahoma.
Okay. I was gonna say, I know Kirsten just ordered ours directly from her because Kirsten is even more obsessed than I am. Yep, and so she messaged her to find out the difference between 2 colors, and then we ordered directly from her.
Yeah, I think she's out of Oklahoma City.
Nice. We should go visit her. I bet we could drive there.
We could. It's a drive, though. I will say.
I don't mind driving.
Okay. Well, yes, I have family all the way in Nebraska, and that is...
Oh, you should stop on your way. When are you heading home?
Sometime in August.
Okay.
But it's not like on the way. It's further south. So
maybe on the way back. When you're like, okay, that was a lot, and now I need a break, and we're going to the yarn.
Occasionally that is the case. It's like, that was too much family time for me.
Yeah. I love it. I'm feeling that way about it being summer.
Yeah, I feel like that would be too much family time for me.
Yeah.
Isaac, I mentioned I don't have children. Have I mentioned I'm real grateful for it?
Yeah, Isaac graduated. He is working closing shift at the Culvers, so he is leaving at like dinner time every day. My husband bartends, so he's leaving after dinner time twice a week. Aiden is supposed to have sports and then decides not to go, so she hasn't been leaving. And when she doesn't have organized stuff, she's constantly calling for rides and money and stuff. And then Allie's actually pretty well settled, but I don't have as much weekend coverage this summer, so
yeah.
There's been a couple of things where it's like, oh yeah, that thing that we had planned. Guess what? My kids are coming. It's not going to be a thing anymore. Oh no, it'll be a thing, but my kids have to come. So hopefully it'll be fun, and they don't hate me.
Yes.
For bringing my children.
Yes.
I'm not taking Allie camping, but I think I'm going to take the 14-year-old and her friend camping with us, which hopefully the girls don't hate me.
I don't think most of them will.
Well, none of them have kids, which is funny.
Yeah, we're all kind of in different stages of life, I feel like, you know.
Yeah.
If you don't have kids, it's hard to, like, relate to folks who do. Not, like, relate, but, you know, like, have the same,
yeah.
I don't know.
Well, and I feel like since they're not little kids, they don't need constant supervision. Mm-hmm. I'm hoping that it's like really kind of a good thing for them to be with other adults that aren't moms. Mm-hmm. Right? Because a lot of times you take your kids and you're hanging out with other people who have kids the same age, so they're kind of on the same page as far as discipline or, you know, what's frustrating us. Mm-hmm. And so I think it'll be just kind of nice for them to be able to interact with young professional
Mm-hmm.
adult women who aren't me, right? Like, I think it'll be fun. Like, we've got a chemistry teacher.
Mm-hmm.
I forget what Erin does, and I don't really know. I don't know. So it'll be interesting. I told them that they are welcome to give my kids life advice, or teach them to knit, or ignore them.
Yes, that is the way to do things.
Yeah, whatever. Like, but yeah, I feel like it's always great when there's other viewpoints.
Yeah, and role models, and just functioning members of society to learn from.
Right,
so.
Right. Because I don't think any of them are like really going to give them super bad advice, but if they do, it will kind of amuse me.
Yeah, and they're all like from different lifestyles too.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be great.
Yeah.
And before the kids go off to their summer camp, where they're going to be with, people who I think are kind of a little more like them, and the counselors are like college students and stuff. But anyway, that's my rant about that, because I think it'll be okay.
I think it'll be fine.
A little nervous about it, but I think it'll be okay.
Yeah, as long as it's not like, like little baby toddlers that need constant supervision and constant, like hand holding, and I think you'll be okay.
Yeah, or the 5 and 6 year olds where it's like, take me over here, over here.
Go
I don't want to sit there. Make me food.
Yeah. I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah,
Why
they
are
can.
we here?
They can feed themselves. I'm hoping to bring their bikes. They can go to the little swimming hole.
Mm-hmm.
They can come with us if we go on outings. But I can also just like leave them and they'll be okay.
Yeah, it's like stay in the cabin, hang out, do what you want to do. I don't give a shit.
Right. Read a book.
Yes.
But there's no internet. Yeah. So then on Sunday, she might be coming with, but also I'll have Allie. So if we get to go to our friend Colleen's and swim in the pool, I will have Allie with me.
Very excited about going to the pool and hanging out with my friends.
Yes.
My in-laws are coming into town.
Oh, this weekend?
Yeah, like Friday.
Oh, fun.
So I've told my husband I'm not going to be available for all the things. I'm going to Colleen's on Sundays.
Good. Good.
I'm making space for myself. I love my in-laws. They're great, and they're getting older, and my husband is feeling some guilt about not seeing them.
Not being close.
They live in Nebraska, and it's like a 9-hour drive, and like we had planned to spend Thanksgiving with them, and that fell through because his dad doesn't do great in traveling long distances anymore because he has a bad back, and so they're excited to come up and see us.
Hopefully this air quality will get better.
Mm-hmm.
So, with the fires in
Canada,
it has now reached us in Wisconsin.
Yep, and it is deeply unpleasant outside.
Yeah, our numbers are real bad.
It smells terrible too.
Yeah. Well, and I have just like a constant headache from it, and I've been taking my allergy pills, hoping that that'll help.
It doesn't help me. I want it to help me too, but it's not helping, and it's very frustrating, and I hate it.
Gross.
Hate it like poison. Yes. But I would love to be able to sit in the park and knit again sometime. That would be great.
Well, and I went out and we did the party boat on Monday night, like before the air quality started to get real bad. And it was still really hazy. Mm-hmm. But I think the numbers weren't quite as high, and we went out on Lake Michigan on Monday night. It was really fun. And then it's like, okay, now let's hide in the house.
Yeah.
And I spent all day Saturday at the beach. And I miss it. It's summer, and all the horribleness should be balanced by being at the beach or the pool.
You would think so, but yeah, I am not loving this stuff outside, and it's a bummer because like I love to like hang out on somebody's patio and knit, or go outside and sit and knit, because like I need my sunshine. I am basically a sentient houseplant, and so I need the sunshine, and I need to be outside in the fresh air, and I understand that, but
and even like just being able to sit in the yard with the dog and knit and have them get enough stimulation.
Going to the dog park also not great with this kind of stuff because my dog also has allergies.
Yeah.
And is prone to backward sneezing, which is terrifying.
Poor baby.
And so, yeah, he like goes out to the dog park for a little while and then starts snorting. And it's like, okay, well, I guess we're done then.
Yeah.
You know, can no longer breathe. We're going to go home.
Poor thing.
He's a very good boy.
I was this close to getting another puppy.
Oh my gosh.
So Honey is a Blenheim Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. Her breeder has a 4-month-old boy, tricolor. And he's perfect. And I want him. And if I didn't have a couple of really fun longer trips coming up, I would totally have made that happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't. I was really good. I was trying to not look at his picture and video.
But also he's really cute.
He's really, oh my goodness, he's so cute. And Honey's 3, so it's like there would be like...
Yeah, she's a pandemic puppy.
Well, yeah, like we got her 2 weeks before shutdown. And I don't know, I think it would be nice for her to have a friend. But I'm still waiting for my cat to...
Yeah.
Stop.
The undead cat.
Yeah, I have a 22-year-old cat, and she's outlived everybody.
Yes.
She will probably outlive me. But I keep saying, like, well, when Stoli passes, and she just keeps not, ever. Because we said that before we got Honey.
Mm-hmm. I feel like Honey would have fun fur to spin. Like, she's got that, like, floofy, kind of longer.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know how long. Like, it's crimpier when it's wet.
Oh, okay.
And so I don't know if it would just, like, completely unspin.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. She's pretty cute.
Yes.
So, did you see my acorns?
Yes, I love it. It's turning out so pretty.
So I'm making little... can you see them on there? It's so funny because I can't see anything, but they're little acorns.
Yay.
Acorns. I love it. And this is my yarn that I bought when I was in Montreal. And so it's wool and linen.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty soft.
Yeah, it's knitting up nice. I would wear that.
Yeah. And
linen is always such a crapshoot for me because, like, if it's too stiff, and I know it, like, is supposed to soften as you wash it, but it bothers me even as I'm knitting it if it's too stiff. So.
Right. And I don't know, I'm kind of excited about it. I ordered some of the new linen silk, Le Bien Ami, to make, I think that's what I ordered. That's really funny. I don't even remember for sure. I think that's what I ordered to make my second Galax tank. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I ordered so much yarn this week. I messaged everybody in our group chat the other morning. I'm like, hey, who else ordered yarn before getting out of bed this morning?
Yes. I have done that before. Usually it's like in the middle of the night when I wake up after taking some kind of sleeping aid. And I wake up at 2 a.m. and I have a thought in my brain and then I have to order it immediately. So,
right. Well, and yeah, the stuff that I ordered that day is
Are you
Corey worsted from someone.
That sounds like L-B-N-M-A.
No, it's not. It's a different company, and it's I ordered a dark purple, and they're like dark charcoaly gray. Mm-hmm. It's so funny. I don't even know. I don't know. I have a problem.
Your problem is that you don't have enough yarn.
No, the problem is I don't have enough time to knit it. I have too many projects that I want to do.
Yes.
I could knit 24 hours a day and maybe get caught up. Yeah, it's very funny because I'm like, I don't know. I have to look through my emails, I guess, to find it.
Yes. This pattern is due in August, and people in my test knit group are already like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make that. And I forget that other people don't have to actually work during the summer and are not like me. And I'm like, oh, that's forever. I'm going to finish like the first couple of weeks of July probably. And then I realized, oh yeah, I have the privilege of being a teacher and not having to work in the summer full time.
I apparently ordered 15 Atlas from Modern Daily Knitting, but I don't know what that is.
Okay.
There's not a picture. I don't remember. I ordered from Pearl Soho. Mm-hmm. That's who I ordered, the Pearl Soho cattail silk.
I love that. I got a bunch of that for a top that didn't work. Like, it just didn't quite work with the pattern that I wanted to use it for. So I have to use it for something else now.
Right. So it's got like little fleckies in it of color. Mm-hmm. So I thought I could do a second Galax tank, but then I want to make Bess's bralette.
Yes.
So I have to see if I can find a picture of it. Then it would be a perfect time to talk about her and shaping and sizing and stuff and stuff. That's not it. Anyway, I'm such a mess. I don't know, man. Good gravy.
So this is the bralette that has the elastic in it?
Yes.
So it's actually going to be a functional bralette for people who love the feel of a bralette but don't love the feel of their tits hanging out.
Right. And it is... I don't know where I sent it. Or the name of it. See, now I feel like I'm wasting everybody's time because I just have no clue. Her name is... Why is it... Why am I like this? Oh, you know what? And it's also... I think she's not in Ravelry, is she?
I don't know.
I think she's got... Oh, good grief. Elizabeth Margaret is her name. Duh. I did have it open. So it's this really cute bralette. And she puts elastic in it and she uses short rows. It's called the Carol bralette. Carol. So her write-up says, I've innovated a new way of determining bust size in knitting patterns, which allows the pattern to come with 44 different instruction sets for 11 band sizes and 4 different full bust ranges per band. It's designed to be functional and it uses a very fine gauge. I think it's like 32 stitches per inch. So I came across this pattern because I got to go see her and JP Knits Things. Jen, I can't think of her last name. But they have YouTube together. And so they came for H&H last week. And we got to go see them speak. And they talked a lot about sizing, how to pick the right pattern size, how to then use the correct pattern size to then like make a garment that actually fits using short rows. So their YouTube is knit, KNIT, fix, FIX, and chill. So this week they just did one which is what is fit, and then their last video was choosing the right size. And just super smart, like a whole new way of like looking at it and not just taking your bust measurement and then having a sweater that's too big in the shoulders or too small in the shoulders. and how to do that. So this sweater that I'm making now actually has instructions to do short rows. So I'm going to try to figure that out. And my last one, which I forgot to bring with, also used short rows. And that one's more of like it's got like actual cups and a waistband before the tunic shaping. And so it fits really, really well. And I was just finishing that and was going to bring it and wear it today. And I, of course, completely blanked on it this morning. So maybe next time.
Yeah.
Next time I'll know more about shaping because I'll go and watch the videos.
Yes.
And try to make this one fit. Also, I think Jen is willing to travel, so I would love to get her up here for the guild.
Yes.
And do that as a actual event, and maybe do a thing where, you know,
yes,
hey, we sit together and actually work through the measurements and work through how to do some of that so people can leave the event with an idea of what their correct sizing would be. So very hands-on. I think that would be amazing.
Yes, I agree. I think that would be lovely.
Because, yeah, how many years have we been knitting? Just like this one that I made. Like, I love it. It's really cute. But it's not, like, it needs some help. It falls off.
I highly recommend trying on as you go, as you're knitting. And, like, that doesn't
well,
really
this
help
one
necessarily with, like, the blocking.
Right.
Oh, yeah, and that shaping was weird.
Right.
That
so this
construction
one,
was weird.
The seam is in the middle. So I made 2 pieces. And so it's like I just did what it told me, and I wasn't sure how it was going to all... So, yeah, it's like, and I don't know that, like, making a smaller size is actually the correct answer, but it's like the top part needs to be shorter. And I already shortened it once, but I kind of need to do it again and just, like, make the straps shorter.
Because you could lose, like, an inch on those straps.
Oh, yeah. Because it also hangs lower and back. But, I don't know. It's cute, and I love throwing it over things, but... Yeah, if I did it again, I'd have to, like, take this one and actually measure it and figure out what I was actually doing when I was doing it.
The struggle.
It is. I am definitely struggle bus this week.
I feel like we're all kind of there. I don't know what it is about this week, but it seems like a lot of people are on that bus. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I just keep thinking, like, oh... Aiden's going to go to camp and life will be easier. And it won't really, but...
But you'll have one less person to, like, have to worry about in the house, which is always nice.
I actually bought groceries today for the first time in weeks.
I also bought groceries, which I have not had to do because my husband's been kind of in charge of the grocery thing for a long time because my brain shuts off, like, the last 2 months of school, and I can't do anything except go to work and come home.
Right.
Because I am literally the worst. And so I'm finally like in my I can cook again kind of feeling.
Oh,
and
fun.
So I did a grocery order for a couple of meals and I'm going to actually cook, which is lovely. We did some meal kits, which helped out a ton.
Yeah, that's good.
When I was in my brain dead phase. So like we didn't have to do the grocery order because he was also busy at work and dealing with a bunch of shit. And so neither of us really had time to think about like what meals do we want to do this week that we need to like buy all the groceries for. So we did some Fresh Chef Milwaukee, which are pre-portioned meals that you can just like throw in the microwave and go, which are great. And then we did the Milltown Eats boxes, which are lovely as well.
Oh, yeah, that
they're
sounds
all, like,
good.
Locally sourced ingredients, and they send you the recipe kind of like with like a Home Chef or Blue Apron. And then the Real Good Life is the other one that we did.
Oh,
and that's also like a heat and eat kind of meal.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
So all really good places to go from if you, like me, do not like to do grocery shopping and or do not have time to cook.
Yeah. If we are smart, we will remember to put those links. Sometimes
I remember to link things.
Yeah, maybe we'll do it. We'll see.
So I will try to do that in my edits. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're trying, guys. We're trying.
Don't always succeed, but try again. Yes, and also I don't know if we have a skill for this week to tack onto the end. Do we have a skill?
No, I think we just talked about figuring out sizing, which I'm not going to tell you how to do it. I will direct you to Jen and Bess.
Yeah, go find Jen and Bess at Knit, Fix, and Chill.
They are super smart.
Yes. And I always like to learn a new thing, so.
Right. And I really I think it's one of those things where I'm going to have to sit and actually watch it, but it would be so amazing if she could come and just do, yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to get her, and we should absolutely talk about that with our guild folk and get them on board.
Yeah, because even if it's, a lot of people came to town for H&H, and so there were a lot of great in-person, hands-on stuff going on, because, they just kind of scheduled ahead, and we're like, hey, if you're coming into town, how about you come see us? But Jen said that she would travel, so.
And for a pretty reasonable fee, too.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
So excited to get her on board and learn a little bit more from her.
Yeah. And she's really nice.
I love that.
Yeah. We like nice knitters.
Yes. Those are my favorite. They're my favorite people.
Yeah. I know, and it's so hard. I feel bad for our poor event coordinator because everything that she's got scheduled for the summer, I can't make it to.
Yep.
So, sorry, Kelly. It's not that I don't like you. It's just summer.
Summer's busy. I'm usually I don't have the energy for this. I'm tired and catching up and resting, but I want to do some more things. Yeah,
I had fun. I knitted at Kirsten's last week.
Yeah, that was lovely. Going out to Kirsten's porch and just hanging out and talking and.
Yeah, and you're going to Fiber Fever today.
I think I'm going to Fiber Fever tonight. They're having their open knit from 6 to 8.
That's awesome. So. I'm so glad, and I just saw that she just rebranded her yarn. So that's awesome.
Yes. I have not been to her shop yet, so I'm really excited
to check it out. Oh, you didn't go when we went?
No, I was I out of town? Was I sick? I don't remember. Something happened.
Because that was the first one. That was in October.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah, I was at, what's it called? I was up north for my anniversary.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I couldn't go.
Fun.
So.
Love it.
Yes.
Love it. But yeah, it's a cute shop. She has, I think, more bulky yarn, but I haven't been in a minute, so
yeah,
I don't
she
know
kind
what
of specializes in carrying worsted and bulky weights.
Yeah.
But nice selection from what I hear. Lots of different brands. She carries Madeline Tosh, which not a lot of our local vendors do, so. Also
and she dyes her own, which is nice.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you'll like it. I'm kind of sad I can't go.
Yeah, me too. Next time.
Stupid being a parent, having to be home with my kids. Okay, I really shouldn't complain. They're fine. Hopefully Allie will go to bed early and I can get past the sleeve joint on this one and figure out my short row shaping. Because then after that, I think it's pretty fast.
I love short rows. This one used Japanese short rows, which was a new technique for me.
Yeah.
So that was, I had to find a tutorial on it because I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
And that was another recommendation that we gave to Alicia Plummer was hey, not everyone knows Japanese short rows. Maybe include a direct link to a tutorial on that so we know that we're doing it the right way.
Yeah, this one used short rows for the back. So the back's a little longer. Which we learned last year at State Fair is really important. We have to laugh about State Fair. I can't go.
Oh, to the judging?
Yeah. I don't remember what I'm doing that day, but I've got 85 other things that I'm supposed to be doing.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, so I don't know how I'm going to find out if I won.
I think the guild sent out a list of the winners last year, and I don't know where they got it. The top 4 for the, I think maybe just for the categories they sponsor.
But that's what I'm saying, because I'm not doing the category that they sponsor.
Oh, right. Yeah, we'll have to find out where that
I'm sure that
comes from.
I'm sure that they must email people or something, but
they didn't email me.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I'll do some Googling on it.
Right?
Yes.
I was going to say, there's so many things in my calendar, I don't remember what day it is.
Yes. But, yeah.
It's not the day that Aiden goes to camp. It's oh, seriously, my
Yes, I did not submit anything this year to State Fair because I realized I don't think I'm an amateur anymore, so I don't think I'm allowed to compete.
Right?
Because they make you sign a little form that says, yes, I'm an amateur. And I was like, well, I have actually sold knitwear at this point, so...
Oh, it's tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
It's tomorrow.
Okay.
So if the air quality is bad, and I'm not going up to Fond du Lac Water Park, then I can go.
Nice.
It's like, good thing I checked. It's tomorrow. So, but yeah, I got my thing dropped off, and then State Fair judging.
And if you're in the Milwaukee area, watch. It's very interesting to see how they judge knitwear. Come on down to the State Fair Park and see what they do.
Yeah, I found it fascinating.
And very finicky.
Well, and it's a lot. Like, they have so many categories. And I saw a woman who did a crocheted plant, and it was amazing. So I hope she wins.
Yay!
But it was crocheted. It wasn't in the knit category.
Yeah, the crochet categories are different than the knit ones.
Yeah, but I also didn't read them, so I didn't know they also had knit house plants. I mean, crocheted house plants.
Yes, I love that. Yeah. And they do them all like at the same time. So they go like from one category to the next category to the next category, and so like it's like latch hook and then crochet and then knitting, and then it's very interesting.
Yeah.
So highly recommend hanging out and spending a few hours, wasting a few hours,
right? Seeing what all the other crafty people do.
Yeah.
Yeah, the girl who had the crocheted plant also had like one of the big mushroom hats.
Fun. That
she had crocheted. It was really cute. But yeah, it's also amazing. Like, people enter so many, and you pay for each item.
It's like $15 an entry.
So it's really fun. I just entered the one.
Yep, I entered 3 last year, and it was really interesting. It was fun, and
yeah,
I didn't win anything, but I got 4th place with one of my shawls.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That was exciting.
Yep. So if I make it, I will report on anything I learn.
Yeah.
If I make it, if I don't have to go to the pool, and if it's this kind of air quality, I will not be going. Because our friend that we were going to go with, she has CF. So
don't want to expose her to anything worse than necessary.
Right. So probably we will try to, maybe I'll go to State Fair for a little while and then take the kids to a movie or something.
Yeah.
We'll see. I don't know.
All right. Well, anything else that we're forgetting?
I don't know. Do we need to ramble anymore? It's only been 46 minutes, Lauren. We can totally ramble at people way longer. Just kidding.
The ability is there.
Right?
Yes.
I can't wait until your fua is done.
I have miscounted something in some way, which is annoying. So I'll have to fix that at some point. So anyway.
All right. Well, everybody keep knitting.
Yes. Enjoy. And go find a thing to do and be around other knitters because it's delightful.
Yeah. And we'll see you in a couple of weeks and figure out what we're working on then, because these will be done.
Indeed.
If they're not done, there's a really big problem.
Yeah. It'll probably be that I can't read a chart. That would be my problem.
Probably.
Yes.
All right, everybody. Have a great week.
Have a good one.
Now I have to find the button. Bye.